G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for part number 21 of my Aether Spellbinder 3 Ways playthrough. Last episode we pretty much finished the Barrow area, and this episode we're going to head through to the city of Malmouth, and we'll see how we go for time, but we may actually get the entire expansion finished up today. No promises obviously, and I do like to waffle a bit, so it maybe won't happen. However, let's go ahead and get started. So last episode we also grabbed the corruption, the Aether corruption there, which comes from this component, the Seal of Corruption, and so now we are basically an Aether dot mage. I think I was trapped there by that little bucket, which is not great. Anyway, that's fine. There we go. Alright, what do the buttons do again? Haven't played for a couple of days, so I have to relearn the character. Alright. So we're going to head up here to the Altar of Ratosh. Probably kill a lot of stuff on the way, starting with this guy. Anaxius, if that really is his name, is going to go down. And we picked up a double rare straight out of the gate. What did we get? It's probably rubbish, but let's have a look. Clerics of Drieg's Gaze. Now, that is a lot of resistances. Certainly more than on the Touch of the Everliving Grove. It's also a lot of OA and DA, some spirit. That's actually not horrible. The Drieg's Gaze part with the acid and poison damage is kind of not great, but, you know, the rest of it is alright. I am definitely enjoying the fact that I can just throw a bunch of dots out and they spread amongst the entire crowd, and then everybody just dies. It's great fun. Oh, they're dots on me. I'm just looking at my health bar ticking and I'm thinking I'm standing in goop. Okay, Mythical Rune Guard Greaves here. Now that's 5% physical resistance, Vitality, Chaos, and Elemental. Movement speed is... Do I care about movement speed anymore? No. No, I don't care about move speed. These are also considerably more armor because level 94. And then you get the Rune Guard proc on those that gives you 10,000 point shield every 10 seconds against elemental and aether damage, and it reduces entrapment duration. I'm going to hang on to those. I'm not going to promise to use them, but I will hang on to them. Yeah, I need bleeding resistance from somewhere. Oh, also, I should have checked this at the start of the episode. I'm looking for any faction at Honored that doesn't have the merit, the writ, or whatever they're called. Looks like I've already got them, so that's fine. And yeah, definitely spreading all of the dots is a decent amount of fun, especially because they spread by themselves, and then that triggers all the procs, and it's just an absolute light show. And personally, I enjoy it. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw all those out, and I'm going to use the U button. Because I have it hotkeyed, I can use things that I can't necessarily click on, because there's no chance that I could click on that in the middle of all this mess. But I could indeed still activate it because I have the button set. For anyone who's wondering, it's in keybinding. Where are we? This one here, interact. So this will let you interact with world objects like this, or if I just go stand near the altar, if I can actually get up there. It won't let me. Okay, well, suffice to say, I could activate that with the U key as well. Alright, Desolate Wastes. We are looking for an Exalted Stash here. Now, the first one I like to check, or the only one I can really remember most of the time, is just here. This head, this big skull thing. Often we'll have the Exalted Stash kind of here-ish, but just underneath it. If it's not there, then I'm out of ideas. Can never remember where the other spots are. I guess I could look it up. Let's look it up. So, grimtools.com/map, and then if we go over to the Barrow section, scroll up a little bit, find the Desolate Wastes, and we go inside. There's actually 3 locations where it could be, so I'm going to go visit all of them. This top left one I would have visited anyway, but I am definitely going to go visit it now. And there it is. There's my Exalted Stash, which I enjoy because, hey, oh, it's a free purple this time. You'll always get a blue or a purple out of this. Usually it's going to be blue, but the higher level you are, the more chance there is that it's going to be purple. It's almost always going to be not really something you want to use, but, you know, them's the breaks. So I picked up the Scion of Crimson Wakes, which I think I've had before on this character. Or maybe it was on the Archon that I'm also playing. But, you know, bleeding weapon. So we're pretty much done here now. There is a devotion shrine. There is also... Let me just get rid of these idiots so I can have a look here. Let me turn that off. And... right. So, grimtools.com, the map, is pointing out a couple of things to me. First thing it's pointing out is that's an Archon's prefix. Righteous Fervor and Wendigo Totem. Okay, you go ahead and keep that one. But first thing it's pointing out is this one of these urns here. Now, I'm not on the quest, so I'm not going to get this to drop, but that urn is going to have the... is it Stormbringer? It's the Lightning Dagger, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to have that. The other thing it's pointing out is... if we can get in there... basically, there's a hidden trove in here, and I kind of want to get it. So, there it is. 2 rares. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's the entire area, so that little aside there... completely not worth it. But hey, extra loot. Everybody loves extra loot, right? No? Just me? Okay. That's fine. I'm actually going to open the Void's Edge map here as well, and just have a look. I don't think there's anything here that I didn't already know. You know what? There isn't. So, not even looking at the Void's Edge map anymore, because, well, I already know where all the secrets are in this area. So, first one's here. Hidden Trove. Couple of rares. Oh, no. We've actually got a blue out of that. Let's just kill off the trail here. Okay, Arcane Balance, I'm pretty sure that was the elemental stuff, so we're gonna ignore that. I will check though. Arcane Balance, where are you? That one? Yeah. It's all elemental stuff. No good for us. These things being healers is also somewhat annoying. Alright. The one thing you really have to worry about in this area is Ekketzul, and everything else... well, I mean, if you try and fight Ulgrim, that's also probably harder than Ekketzul, but you can definitely fight him. Here's the next little secret here. Ekketzul is going to be... ooh, picked up a gun. Is going to be a big demon, he's going to sunder, he's going to put volcanoes underneath you, and just generally be a pain. But as long as you have good fire resistances, by which I mean 80%, and also good vitality and chaos, by which I mean 80%, you're going to be fine. So I do indeed have good resistances. My health is healthy, I'm going to call it. Anything more than 100 per level, you should be fine. So he's going to flap down. When he leans forward, that's his Sunder animation. And, yeah, he should die pretty quickly. So, leans forward, that's the Sunder animation, so you just evade through him. And now I just kill him, and he should die. I'm standing in the volcano, and apparently it doesn't matter. I actually thought it did more damage than that, but it turns out it does not. So there we go. There's his little volcano thing, spitting out little fireballs. And it turns out it just doesn't matter. For this little section here, you can fight all this, or you can just run past it. And when you get to the Ulgrim section here, so these will just turn around and walk away. There they go. So here's Ulgrim, and you know what? I'm not going to fight him. There is an option in the conversation where you can fight him. It says attack in brackets at the end. If you don't want to risk death, don't click that button. If you're fine with risking death, there is an achievement for beating him. You can do it on normal and still get the achievement, so I would recommend doing it there rather than here if you're playing on hardcore. But let's go ahead and click through here. You're in the void. So here's the one that I'm not going to misclick. This is the option that'll let him, or let you fight him. But anyway, I'm your friend. Black Legion reputation is great, level 87 is great, Turtle Shell reputation, or level up, is great. Ulgrim dribbling over the top of me is not kind of that great. Okay, take the Void to Malmouth, cut off by Aether Fire, I will find us a way out. Okay, he finally shut up, which is nice. Okay. I've got 2 skill points, and I'm pretty sure I said I was going to go towards Mark of Torment now. I'm just looking if there's anything else that I can put points into that's kind of relevant. I'm thinking no. So let's just go ahead and... I mean, I could put more points in here and here. I think I'm going to do that. I can always respec those points out later. But more health is always good, which is what Spectral Binding is going to be getting me. Also, I think it has offensive ability, so it's really good. And then Ill Omen is damage, and also, I'm not sure if that point actually added any damage reduction, but that's what the skill does. Okay, we've got Electrified, we've got Devastation on the go, and everybody's dead already. Panetti's is considerably better than I was led to believe it would be, although not against bosses. Which I guess is what most people are probably talking about when they tell you it's rubbish. Because, yeah, it's not great against bosses, for sure. One single target does not release many missiles, which means its damage is limited to this one. So if you can find a boss that summons things, that's great. The other little secret in this area is just over... hang on. It's in this skull over here. If these guys would go away, then I can actually get in there. So yeah, there's normally a wall in front of it, but here's the hidden trove. Just a little bit of extra loot that I'm not going to use. Oh, I picked up a blueprint too. That was the Chains of Anguish belt, which pretty much don't want to use on most builds. I think there is a Blitz Warlord, but may have been changed. I don't know, I don't really play Blitz. Or at least I haven't. It's not that I don't play it, it's just that I haven't played it. Alright, there's the dots spreading and all the procs on the gear triggering. Good time is had by, well, me. Not so much for these idiots. Bloodsworn Vestments. What is... okay, I'm looking at the Ascended Vestment, right? I am definitely looking for an upgrade to that. Even if it's just a higher level version of the exact same thing, that would be good. How's the armor rating looking? Everything's actually not too bad. Chest is the lowest, but that's... I mean, that's a caster chest, and I've got heavy shoulders, and... I mean, heavy pants as well. These really need to be replaced. We are 87 now, so I can get the mythical version of those pants, which is what I'm looking for, but whether I can actually find it or not, that's another question. Alright, and everybody dies. Once again, just walking through a lot of this stuff is enough. As soon as you get hit, Spectral Wrath attacks them back, and if you look here, it's a 5.3 second duration, so it's going to tick at least 5 times on everything that it hits. So anyone who hits you, it does like a little AoE around them, so anyone standing next to the person who hits you also gets this applied. And then every second it counts as an attack, so all the gear is just proccing missiles all over the place. And it's great fun. It's great fun. Alright, so welcome to Morndale. There's a few things to note out here. There is, of course, treasure trove, which, I mean, it's right here. You just find it, you know. Don't have to remember where it is. It's no big deal. You just go get it. This is the only spot that I can remember exactly where to go for a treasure trove here. If I didn't find it there, I would have to either check the map or just kind of wander around and see if I could find it. But there is a treasure trove out here. There is also a totem out here. There it is on the map. And there are 3 giant red glowy portals as well. And I'm going to want to go through those portals because there's a quest in there. Let's go ahead and clear these guys out. We can just get all those to spread. There we go. Nicely trapped inside the little cage there. Okay, I think that was Wayward Soul leveling up there too. What are we up to on that? 14 out of 20, so about half the time I'm in combat, I'm going to have an extra 320 armor, 109 defensive ability, and a heal every 10 seconds or so. This is by far my favorite defensive devotion for a while. Right. Totem. Let's go ahead and just blow everybody up. So the benefit of the glass cannon build is dead things don't hurt you. The downside is things that don't die immediately do hurt. Okay, bloodied crystal. I want 2 of those pretty much as soon as I can. And I should be able to make those. So they're 8 Ulgrim blooms each. They go on rings, amulets, and medals, which, I mean, they go on rings. Don't put these on your amulet or your medal. But 15% bleeding resistance means I should be able to swap these boots out for these Golemborn ones. The Golemborn gives you extra armor, which is pretty nice. The attack speed retaliation, also quite good. So let's go ahead and pick that up. And I guess I'll pick up the rest of this as well. I don't think there's anything here. Shattering, no, that's cold. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here that I actually want. However, let's go ahead and make those bloodied crystals because I really want them. My current component here is a soul shard for 20% vitality, which I do not need. So let's go ahead and pull that off there, keep the item. Yes, I'm sure. Do I even need the... Hang on, let's chuck these boots on. Do I even need the Slith Venom? So we're going to get 30% on this. I will need 1 Slith Venom. So that's going to be you, isn't it? Yep, there we go. 1 Slith Venom. What do you got? You don't currently have an augment. Let's go ahead and grab one of these survivors, whatever it is. That one. Okay. So that one on... Was it that ring? Yeah. 1 on each ring. Okay. So resistances are much improved, and then we can go... I need 8 silk swatches, which means I need 8 resilient platings. 8. There's my 8 silk swatches, and I think it's Hollow Fang, of which I need 8 of those as well. And then we can go Bloodied Crystal times 2. And you'll note that my Ulgrim Bloom stash is getting quite low, so I may have to go and do some runs through the Gloomworld just to get a few more. The other thing to note is, look at my armor rating. Just shy of 2,000. The chest is a little bit low. Chest and legs dragging the average down there. But, yeah, watch this. So, average, 1954. We're adding 150 armor on top of that. So this should take us to about 2,200, 2,100. We'll see how many percentage increases we have. So just shy of 2,200 armor, just all the time. And then this is going to give us another 300, and then this is going to give us another 340 or something, wasn't it? 320. So lots of quote-unquote free armor. And armor really is one of the best defensive layers you can get in this game. Any kind of physical damage you take, aside from, I think reflected dots ignore your armor. So like internal trauma will ignore armor, that sort of stuff. But most attacks are going to hit your armor first, and being able to reduce them by a very large amount, and this is a flat reduction as well. Being able to reduce them is really, really nice. Okay, I think I want my Mark of Mogdrogan back, because I definitely don't need the run speed, okay, so... Maybe I don't want it, actually. 5% health for a boot slot. What else could we get there? So I don't care about accessories, but we could get ballistic plating. No, we can't. What else we got? Bloody crystal, no. Okay, we could get 90 health instead of 5%. I guess this is probably decent. 90 health and 24 armor. The thing, there's 6% health and also 32 armor. What do we actually get out of that? Other than the run speed. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the leathery hide. Just have a quick look, make sure there's nothing way better that I'm missing. Rotten heart, chest armor, head armor, chest and head. Okay. Using all armor, there we go. This would be alright. This is very expensive though, spell scorched plating. Resilient plating, not so much, but the rune stones are a little pricey. Eldritch mirrors, chest and head. Prismatic diamond, definitely there. So yeah, I think we'll just make up one leathery hide and just chuck it on there. What have I done? Okay, you know what? Reading is hard. Reading is very, very hard. We'll stash that and pretend it didn't happen. Give me my Mark of Mogdrogan back. There we go. 1 point in spirit, and let's continue on. So a bunch of extra armor there. Bleeding resist is now fixed. We've got a huge amount of extra armor on the boots. Just generally winning. That's going to put us up around 2,800, 2,900 armor. Just all the time. Or, you know, not all the time, but in combat. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so first roll of the dice, as it were, and we found the red portal. So there's only going to be one of these out here. And I explained about the Y-shaped thing to find the first one. I'm just going to go in. I'm not going to give you that whole spiel again. I'm sure you've all heard it more than enough. Alright, so Gabalthun in here is probably the scariest thing. Bandragos, I'm expecting to die pretty quickly, actually. So if we just stack all the dots on him, and if I can line this up so as I hit everybody, then we can kill his friends, and now he doesn't heal, so he's just gonna die. No problems. Bladed plating is pretty good. Holy Thought Mal. Down he goes. Mythical Amaranth and Pauldrons. Getting a decent amount of loot here. These guys are a little bit scary. Even though I did just go on about how good it is to have all that extra armor. They potentially hit like, you know, a fleet of trucks. If they've got the MI weapon, they will be hitting you with it. And they can get some silly rolls on their damage. Alright, so I am kind of looking for Gabalthun here. I also need to find the exit, and there is a treasure trove in here, so I wouldn't mind finding any or all of that. But I am... well, there's the exit. So, since I found the exit already, do I go looking for Gabalthun, or do I just leave? I think I want to fight Gabalthun. Why not? What's the worst that could happen, right? He kills me? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It might happen. There's a few more heroes around here. I don't think there's an exalted stash here. Also, there is the quest on the lower floor as well, but I tend to avoid that. The reward for it is not particularly amazing, and potentially it screws you out of one of the best reputation farms in the game for the Witch Gods, or the Witch God cults, so I tend to avoid it. But you definitely can do it and still keep your farm active. It's just too easy to mess it up, so I tend to avoid it. Alright, everybody's dead there. Gabalthun sometimes up here-ish. I'm not seeing him. There he is. Gabalthun, the Visage of Madness. Actually went down pretty easily. I haven't found the treasure trove. There's a few places it can be. I'll just hit a few over this side on the way back. If I can remember where they are. I will often cheat and just use the map, but honestly, I don't think I care enough for one treasure trove. If I want treasure troves, I'll go do the Gloomworld run. I think I'm just going to leave. There is a potential treasure trove spawn over this side somewhere, kind of here-ish, but I don't think it's there. So let's just get out of here. And we'll go talk to Dahlia, or Dayla. I can never remember her actual name. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, we'll go talk to her, get the next quest, and Metastas Mal, was it? Where are we? Oh, we actually got the good spawn, or the good exit. So we can just go directly north here, and here's Dayla, just across this bridge. Now you don't want to talk to her just yet, because you only have one of the three, or the two quest items. So we're going to go and get the other quest item, which involves going into Malmouth. You have crystals? Tell me you have crystals. Yeah. Can never have enough crystals. You can never tell people they can't have enough crystals. Enough. Okay, you look like fun. Let's go ahead and blow this up. The good thing about having so many small targets is so many additional missiles, and you can tear through them pretty quickly. Sacred Plating is really, really good. So let's have a look at that one. Sacred Plating, shoulder, chest, and head. It's going to be 210 armor, or 210 health. 12% armor absorption, so it's kind of similar to the Scaled Hide in that it gives you armor absorption. But it also gives you vitality and Aether resistance, and a bunch of health. I tend to use those a lot in my endgame builds, along with all of the other level 75 components as well, but they feature relatively often just because they have the armor absorption and other stuff. Alright, that's dead end. That's also a dead end over there. That's an Aether crystal, so we'll grab that. There we go, and we should be able to get into the city from here. These ethereal behemoths have way too much health. I'm not looking forward to the Titans showing up. There we go. Just spread the dots throughout the crowd. Watch the Aether missiles fly. It's going to be a great time. Okay, I see Haunted Vestment there. I don't think that's the one I want. Ascended, I think, is what I have. Yeah, Ascended Vestment of the Arcane. Do I get the blue zombie without being on the quest? I don't think I do. That's fine, I don't need him yet anyway. So there's actually not a huge amount of stuff on the outskirts here that I care about, but I am going to go into this cellar door. We'll probably run into Tor Exterior, but before that, I just saw a hero out here. So we're going to go say hi to him. Oh, there's two of them. Lovely. So Devastation's down, doing tons of damage. And everybody's dead. Lovely. I think I made a few extra friends here. The great thing about them all lining up single file like that is they die really quickly. Alright, now I'm going into the cellar door. So this is Tor Exterior, I think his name is. But that's where he lives, or she, I'm not sure. Just down here in this room is the first potential location, and not here. This room here is also amazing for getting dynamite. There's two, because there was one on the floor here every time. And then there's a whole bunch of boxes, and there's scrap piles. I think this was a scrap pile. There's usually a chest here. This one's actually usually a fair bit better than just that one, but that's fine. So I've got two. Here's another chest. And looks like I've really dipped out on the boxes, so I'm only going to get two this time. But you are guaranteed one every single time you come in here. And I have had 7 from this one room. So I know I mention that every time I come through here, but I'm super happy about it. Okay, here's Turnox, not Tor Exterior. I think Tor Exterior is a bounty target in the, what's that area called? I think it's called don't look at it while you're in the middle of a fight. Alright, what did we actually trigger there? Giant's blood. Oh, okay. Didn't even trigger the circuit breakers. Alright, Tor exterior I think is going to be Crown Hill. There we go. Crown Hill bounty. Hulking leg guards are usually pretty good. I wonder if I can swap the empowered pants out for those. Nope, don't have enough physique. I'm not planning on getting any more either. So yeah, just here is one spawn location, just here is another, and over here, kind of between these two poles, is the third location where Turnox can spawn. So if you're looking for the Krieg set, and every time I farm the Krieg set, it gets harder and harder to justify because it seems like it takes longer, and every other set has been buffed, and the Kriegs are still just kind of there, not particularly amazing, but it's a decent set. It just takes a while to farm if you're unlucky. But yeah, if you're looking for it, that's where you find the boots. Alright, so after we've been through there, we've got to do the fight for the rift up here, and then we can go talk to Dahlia, whatever her name is, and turn the loot off here. And let's see if the procs can handle this on their own. Probably not. Actually, they probably could, but you know what? This is faster. What do we got here? Hagras the Aether Flame. Yep. Didn't use the mirror, so he just dies. Alright, I think everyone's dead there. No loot to speak of here, unless there's some really well-rolled rares. Ascendant Hood. I mean, Devastation. Converted to Elemental, that's not what I wanted. Ascended Vestments. What was that? Prismatic of something. Alright, so we're looking at a higher level base, which is great. Prismatic is huge amount of Elemental. I could absolutely swap this in. We've got a better roll on the casting speed there. The energy regen, I'm tempted to say who cares, but actually no, I care. I think I'm not going to use those, but it's only because I want the Aether Missile proc. They are objectively better in terms of armor and defenses and such. Okay, let's go talk to Dela. And we can just turn in all of her quests here. What are you doing? Continue, continue. I found the clues. What now? I've been there. I found his minions. I did find something. Thank you for the blade. So, Blazeheart is a quest reward. You only get one of these. Same for Stormheart and same for Chillheart. The three daggers, you can only get one per character. So, if you want them, let's say, for example, you had a dual-wielding, cold-converted Primal Strike Trickster who really wants the Chillheart, then you're going to want to have as many level 100 characters, or at least ultimate capable characters as you can, to go and get a whole bunch of them and use the best one. Same deal for Blazeheart, although this one is going to be Fire Strike, so probably Righteous Fire... sorry, not Righteous Fire. Shieldbreaker is the word I'm looking for. Shieldbreaker, although it does have Vitality to Fire conversion on Siphon Souls, so there's maybe something there for a... is it Apostate? No, it's Defiler. Defiler. Necromancer and Oathkeeper, so Oppressor as well. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. Right, that's 88 as well, so... I think I'm running out of excuses not to put these into the Necromancer bar. I've maxed out all the passives that are worth having. I'm not running out of energy, so I don't need this one. Although 1% casting speed. This one could also be good, but I think 1 point there is enough. I could go here for the crit damage. I think it has to be points in the Necro bar though. Alright, let's head back in here, and we will go for a swim in the sewers. Enter the sewers, and speak to Old Mate at the Steps of Torment. So we're gonna leave that one. Okay, looks like this guy's got the mirror active, or Maybe I just can't aim. That's also possible. Alright, we'll pick all those guys off. And let's just keep going. Now, there's a bunch of hidden stuff between here and... Oh, hello. You're not very well hidden, but you are worth loot, so I'm going to kill those. Okay, I saw Arcane Balance there. That's the one that always throws me off. What I actually want is Arcane Blaze. Hello, what was that? That looked like... Oh, it's just an Ethereal Titan. Okay. He looked huge, so I thought it might have been something worth killing. Turns out, no, it's just higher up on the screen than my character is. Yeah, so we've got some kind of semi-secret loot over here. Got a body and pretty good body, actually. It dropped 3 rares. That's unusual. I mean, none of them are particularly amazing, but hey, it's 5 rare items I can sell for bits, because 4.5 million is definitely more than you need for most characters. Alright, so getting through the sewers should be relatively quick. Really up to you how much stuff you want to kill here. You can just walk straight through the sewers, as with most areas. You just walk straight through the entire place. Don't have to fight anything. I'm probably going to change my mind halfway through, but for the moment I'm going to say that I'm only going to fight heroes. We'll see how long that holds up. There's going to be a juicy pack here or there that I'm going to... Or a misclick. There'll be a juicy pack here or there that I'm going to end up fighting. Like this one. Just drop Devastation and see if get any XP coming in. The other thing you can do as well is just cast all the dots on things and then walk away. Okay, this is a hero. I'm allowed to fight him. Aetherfire rank 25, pretty good. Oh, this is a lot of good stuff here. There we go, look at all those dots spreading. Especially Ill Omen with the Aetherfire on the floor. That's just crazy amounts of damage. Alright, we made it. We made it. I think, has Ill Omen got Aetherfire? Yeah. Alright, we made it. So, been sent to help. Blah blah blah. Yep, sounds like a start. Absolutely. I'll make sure the bridge is lowered. And yes, I will destroy the wagons. No problem. Let's see how far those monsters make it in here. Kind of got body blocked here on this corner, but... He's resetting. He's gonna... Oh no, there we go. He's reset as well. That's a shame. Okay, I don't want any of that. I don't want that. The rest of this stuff I'm going to keep. Now, okay, while we are doing Panetti's, while we're doing Aether Panetti's, I can't use this. But the Mark of the Dreadblade is really good if you end up doing pretty much anything else with Aether. Yes, I'm aware I just sold the 1 per character unique sword. I'm sure at some point later that's going to be kind of annoying. Actually, is it still there? It's gone. I should go back and look at the rolls on it. I didn't even check the rolls. It may have actually been really, really good rolls. One day I might make a build that uses it, and I'll regret selling that. Oh well. Too late now. It is gone indeed. Alright. Candle District. We have 3, count them, 3 wagons to kill. We've got guaranteed drops for dynamite. We've got all kinds of things for Aether crystals. We've got probably Aether clusters or shards from these ethereal guardians. There's lots of stuff. Okay, well I did say it was going to be Aether clusters or shards, so of course it dropped the MI instead. That's fine. Okay, I'm looking out for star on the map. There it is. Alright, there's my wagon. Can I actually cast on these idiots? I can, look at that. I can kill them and they can't fight me back. We'll go find out if Nico wants to die today or if he's going to play nicely and go live in the sewers with his little kids. It's pretty much coin flip for this, although you can just choose not to fight him. What do you mean yours? We don't have time for this. I can get you out of here. I can get you there safely. I can open a rift gate. You'll be fine. Okay, he's chosen life today, which is good. I don't really want to kill the man in front of the kids, but it is what it is. Self-defense. If you attack me, I'm allowed to murder you. That's how it works, right? Just for the record, that's not how it works. Alright, how do we get out of here? This way. So the other things I'm looking for out here, there is a totem. I'm hoping for the ancient ethereal totem. There is, I think there's a regular one as well as a forsaken one. Forsaken one is up here. Got the ancient, which is really nice. And I'm not going to do what I usually do this time. I'm going to go back down here and get my cart. As soon as I find the door in the wall. That's not it. Okay, we have to go all the way around. Okay, I'm not really here for you, but have some dots. Alright, here we go. This is what I'm here for. Okay, blood card number the first is gone. And we may be able to just sneak over here and get the ancient Aether Warp totem, which would be lovely. And turn the loot off. And let's see how bad this gets. Looks like we just got regular ethereals, which, I mean, it definitely could be worse than just regular ethereals. Okay, this guy just got healed. So I think it's going to be... The wraiths or the mages might be healers. Okay, all that, and we got some Emberguard gauntlets, which is actually pretty good. The Emberguard gauntlets are not bad. You just have to craft 1,000,000 of them to get the affixes you want. Being a yellow base item, you actually get 2 affixes. You get a prefix and a suffix. All of the rare crafted bases, you only get one or the other, but the yellow ones, you get both. I'm just looking through all of the prefixes here, and I mean, soul warding, but it's on a gun. Yeah, none of this. That's fine. We'll pick it all up, sell it all, and we'll have a great time. Okay. Let's head back up the top here. Ripped note. Okay, okay. How did you survive? Hang on a sec. There we go. Hiding in the corner. Very effective strategy. Alright, sometimes you're going to get a hero here with these mages. This is one of the locations I've found that's really good for killing mages, just here. If you can get here, there's a decent chance that you're going to get a large number of them. Also, just this area in general is decent for finding them. There are definitely better places than the Candle District, but you can find some. So if you're looking for ascended hoods or robes or whatever, this can be a good place to get them. Okay, I'm going to have to backtrack for the second cart this time instead of the first one. So instead of doing my usual trick of missing the first one and backtracking, I've missed the second one and I'm going to have to backtrack. I think, though, that I'll go kill Bolag first, and then we can worry about getting that cart and maybe the treasure trove as well. Okay, I'm going to see if I can't keep all that alive. Just for a little bit. And then Bolag here will maybe get a few extra missile hits from... Well, I don't know if it helped. I'm going to say it did. I'm going to say it was a genius move that was flawless. Worked perfectly. And no one's here to tell me I'm wrong. Anyone who types that in the comments is getting banned. Okay, quest complete there. And I'm going to have to go back and, like I said, get the eastern wagon. But hey, couple of quests complete there. And just a little bit of backtracking. It's no big deal. Mostly. We'll go up this way. There'll be more stuff to kill, so it's not just going to be a boring walk through areas I've already cleared out. Ascendant Source. I'm kind of hoping also with these mages, I am hoping that I can maybe get a new chess piece from them. I'm not going to hold my breath for it, because all of the Ascendant pieces from these mages are quite rare, even on Ultimate. Except for this one, the Ascended Conduit, that thing is everywhere. Okay, we've got a hero here, Pavros. Alright, down he goes. There's the warding. Okay, we've got a proc on it. It's bad proc though. It's not what I'm looking for. That's alright, we'll sell that. There will be plenty more mages to kill. Once again, catwalks and stairs, how do they work? The game doesn't know. Okay, and I think... is it here we go down? No, no it is not. We have to go across this way. Couple of mages. Got any robes? Doesn't seem like it. I'm checking for the treasure trove here as well, and I think there's another spot where it can be just over here. Or this may be the spot where it can be over here. It is looking like my wagon is going to be up the top on the street near the guaranteed dynamite, so once I'm finished vibrating in place like that, let's go get the dynamite, and there's the dynamite. And we'll also get the wagon. I think I got it. Yeah, I think that was it. Quest is updated, so yeah, we are done. Obviously I'm gonna kill any mages here. I think that might have been it. Yeah, I don't think we're getting the chest this time. That's alright, we'll head back into the sewers. And we've got our conversation pie to eat. It's done, doing my part, thank you very much. Honored with Malmouth Resistance. So the first thing we do before we talk to anybody else, we talk to Ronan Karkin here. We sell all this to make a little bit of room. And we eat the writ, so as any further reputation we get is boosted. There we go. I'm going to keep all that stuff. And we are good to go. Alright, let's just eat that. Okay, what's our plan? I know I said no, but I will join the attack. No problem. Nico, you're a lucky man. Take good care of those kids. We are putting points in the Necro Bar. We are still putting points into Spirit. This is actually quite high. The good thing about Spirit is that now you get HP. You can see when I put these points in, I'm getting 15, 20 hit points for each one of these points. So, I mean, granted, 50 points in Physique is almost 2,000 bonus health. 40 points in Spirit is a little bit more than half that, so it's not as good, but it's definitely better than what it used to be. Alright, next mission is to take back the Steelcap District base. Since we've already kind of cleared out the Candle District, should be no problem. I'm turning the items off just so I can see what's going on. And this should be a relatively easy fight. The more things there are in the area, the more damage I do, so that's going to be fun. And we can drop Devastation on their spawn point, because we know where they spawn. Okay, I'm seeing a decent chunk of purples and blues on the map there. Algolgaraz shows up every single time here. There we go. Okay, we got at least 2 purples here. Alright, Plague Guard Grips. This is another set of gloves that is actually pretty good. You get all of those base kind of stats. And then you also get a random prefix and suffix, so that's pretty good. The Mythical Blessed Torch. Yeah, I'm sure it's great for something, but not for us. So we picked up the Avenger's Weapon. That is the level 94 weapon, so my apologies to all of the people who need that. Trollheart Wasteguard here, Lightning to Vitality, okay, and +1 Shaman. So we got Storm Bears, or Storm Bearers, depending on how you want to say it. Lightning and Fire damage, movement speed, Fizz resist, 2 other good resistances, and the Stormfield proc there. Not amazing, obviously for this build we don't have a lot of lightning damage increase, although we should have more lightning than other stuff. 500 on lightning, only 90 on... yeah, vitality is our second highest. The Stronghold Wasteguard, if you're doing, I don't know, a Purifier with the shield, sure, why not? And then the Avenger's Crusher, which is a pretty good weapon. Eastern Robes for other things. What do we got? I don't think any of this is actually any good. Overseers is not bad. But yeah, I think we just pick all this up and turn around and sell it to a vendor. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode, because I am going to end the episode here. So I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, except for this guy. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, guys. And ciao for now.